I first learned of this by your feed when I saw you reporting the news, and then I came into studio this morning, of course, and then Tom, my producer, had also flagged this article here. Greece secretly sent away more than 1,000 migrants, abandoning them on the open sea. First of all, is this correct and verified? And second of all, what happened to the people that were left in the sea?
Yes, Patrick Kingsley and Karam Shumali are the guys that put the article together. I know them both. They're both fantastic, very credible journalists. So if they say this is happening and they've seen the evidence, I believe it 100%. They've spoken to people that were put on those boats and they were taken back to Turkey. So as far as we know, the ones that Patrick was referring to in the article, Patrick and Karam were referring to in the article, made it back to Turkey. However, I would go much further than you, Maajid. I would say that what Greece has done here is a crime against humanity that's potentially prosecutable in an international criminal court. I think that the EU needs to really, really come out and do. I have no hope that they will. But what we're talking about, kidnapping children in the middle of the night and putting them out to sea, thousands of people have died drowning in the Mediterranean. Like this. So I think it's attempted murder, and I think it's a crime against humanity.
And do we know what happened to these people that were left in the sea? Do we know if any of them made it back to shore? Were they rescued by some other country's boats? What happened to them?
I can't speak for everyone that this has supposedly happened to. This could be the tip of the iceberg. We just don't know. So as far as we know, some of them have made it back to Turkey and they've been able to tell their tale, because the Turkish Coast Guard have picked them up. So we understand that much at least. Some people have survived to tell us what happened. But how widespread is this, that the Greek government's doing it? And they're firmly denying it. But if the evidence, and we've got testimony from survivors that this has happened to, I think that should be taken further. I think this is a matter for the courts now.
Now, there's a debate raging here in the United Kingdom about adopting the Australian model, so-called. Could you first explain what that model is, why people are calling for it to be adopted, and what the legality of such a thing would be? Because it strikes me as if we did adopt that, we'd be leaving people in the open sea as well.
Well, the Australian model is dumping people on an island, a Nauru Island, which is basically just a prison camp, essentially. I don't know where the UK have in mind to create this offshore model. Maybe we'll turn the Isle of Wight into a migrant prison facility. I mean, the idea is just absurd and inhumane. And we're talking about, tens of thousands of people at the very most. Britain has enough room for 10,000 migrants every year, 15,000 migrants every year. The people are attempting these crossings because all of the legal options, all of the attempts to fly, you can't fly out of an airport. All of the attempts all of the methods that people would normally use to get from country to country are closed to these people. So of course they're going to seek other methods. Everyone in their situation would. Everyone, and your listeners, I really have to say this to them because I know how strongly so many of them feel about this. But if you think that living in the jungle in France, in a migrant camp in France, is preferable to seeking a life where you might have family members that can put you up and look after you, so you can contribute to Britain, bring your family here. If you think that they'd rather live in a migrant camp, please go over to Calais. Please just take your car, head over there, and go have a look yourself at the conditions that people are living in, and ask yourself, if your family was in that position, would you not want to get on a boat to go and seek a better life?